Hi guys, my name is Anthony Mateos. I train here at Black Flag Hybrid Jiu-Jitsu and Catch Wrestling. I'm a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu. One of the things that I really enjoy about catch wrestling is, well, the Accelerator Camp specifically, is the fact that you can come in knowing very little and you leave knowing a ton. And even though you may forget a lot of things, when you get back into the mat, it really changes the game. You start seeing things that you didn't see before. You start submitting people that you had trouble submitting people in the past, and now you're doing a lot better. This is my second time coming, and it's just a wealth of information. It's really enjoyable. It is a challenge coming here. It tests where you are in your game and in your stamina. So it's one of those things that you have to come a little bit prepared with the mindset of not giving up. And in the middle of all that, the coaches here give amazing motivation and overall create an amazing culture of what scientific wrestling is. And that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, is being part of something greater than even my jiu-jitsu game or my catch wrestling game. It's something much bigger. Being part of this huger tribe just gives me a sense of fulfillment and joy.
You know, we've been doing these in some form or another since 2006. So, you know, we're going on like over 15 years. And, you know, it's been really crucial because this is kind of how I came up. I started grappling, well, like real grappling. I'd done some judo and some amateur wrestling as a kid. But, you know, I started doing seminars with guys like Pedro Sauer because there was no jiu-jitsu around. So we had to fly him to us, and we'd have these like seminars and camps. Well, now catch wrestling's in the same boat where there's not a lot of actually solid, reputable, good information on the subject. And we've done our best over 20 years to really be that source for people. So the importance is until we could really hit that mainstream adoption, which is what I'm really working on, like the goal of scientific wrestling is to get every person on the planet involved with Catch as Catch Can, the sport, as either a fan, athlete, coach, or promoter. But until we really can hit that critical mass and get that hockey stick, which I'm working hard on, we've really got to work on getting people to these camps, because it's almost like an oral tradition in language. Yeah, I could videotape it, I can write as many books, and I've done all that. I've tried to document as much as I can. But honestly, until you feel it, you don't know. That's just the truth. Like, you have to actually come and have us work through these positions and show you the right way to do it. And I think, you know, the feedback is usually that it's pretty mind-blowing and that it really does change people radically. So that's why we call it an accelerator, is that one of the most common things I hear after people go back is they're like, man, literally in that one weekend, now I'm beating guys that I really was having a hard time for months. I couldn't figure it out. But with the strategies and the ideas that I picked up at the Scientific Wrestling Camp, now I've got that. So we really accelerate people, but it's also even deeper than that. As you keep coming and sharpening your saw, we're preparing you, hopefully, to take up the mantle and the responsibility, really, of being a coach. And that is not only knowing the technique and all that kind of stuff, but also, like, you know, inspiring people, like leading by example, setting up tournaments, setting up competitions. So it's all crucial, but just like anything in life, you want to succeed, you got to show up. So showing up at camp is mandatory if you want it.
Catch wrestling myself has helped my student retention big time. Like people come from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but they stay for catch. They attend these camps, and sometimes it's hard to make the sell until other people have done these camps. So if I get people to do the camp, they come back and they start fucking up the rest of the team, and then they're like, oh, okay, well there's something going on. It's not just coach trying to make this sales pitch at, you know, hey, come try this, you know, this seminar or this camp, you know, like. So it takes a couple people who've been through the grind, you've been through the accelerator to get these other guys on board. So really, they're the ones preaching the gospel more than I am. But they do it right, and then more people show up, and then the way that shows afterward is not only do I have this whole new group of people or this larger group of people that are kicking the crap out of their teammates, but then, you know, we get the opportunity to compete as a team and win or lose, our guys are they're vicious. They're super intent on being as brutal as possible and as efficient as possible at the same time. And I dig that, man. I like that our guys can immediately apply what they're learning in these accelerators into competition and training, and they do it very consistently.
Well, the Scientific Wrestling Accelerator Camps are great for me personally because of the sheer amount and volume of material we go over. And it's really, in addition to just material, getting to workshop and drill interconnected sequences and maneuvers until you have them. So it's really a great 2 to 3 day camp of learning new techniques and sharpening your game, basically.
Well, I feel exhausted, of course, but really what it is for me is just the amount of repetition that we get in so many different technique that I feel that it's like having a bunch of tools, and now you have that now in your toolbox so that you can apply it now, especially with people that haven't attended, don't know a lot of these different submissions and techniques. So you're bringing this toolbox of things that a lot of people don't know and might not know how to defend. So I feel pretty good about coming to class on next week.